Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm gonna explain how to use the Smart Adapt extension. As you can see here, I already opened the extension and I put it here on my layout. So to open the extension, you can simply just go to the window extension, then open Smart Adapt. So as you can see, here's the extension layout. First, I want to explain like what you can do with Smart Adapt. Really, Smart Adapt is an extension where you can use it to adapt your artwork for digital screens. What we say with digital screen, usually like when you have like tens or hundred, maybe thousand of digital screens sometime, and you have like one artwork and you want to adapt like this artwork on all this digital screen. So usually this take a lot of time because you want to take every screen, duplicate it, rename it, change the size, be sure like everything it's correct in this size, and so on. And you keep like repeating this step for all the digital screen that you have. And here why we create like Smart Adapt, so it can help you like do the adaptation very quickly and very easily. Just to be very clear, like this extension is not made like for who looking to do like 3-4 adaptations. This is not the idea of this extension. So usually like to do like hundred of adaptation, you should have like at least 10-15 masters composition, where you can use this master composition to duplicate it and create the hundred of screens that you want later. I want to show you how to do this, but first I want to explain like how the extensions exactly work. So once you understand how the extension work, I am sure you can understand like how to use it easily. So first, let's say I have an animation. Okay. Here there are many composition. I will explain later why I have a many composition, but first let's show you how the extension work. So once you open the extension, you can just click this plus button. You need to use this button once, so it will create the Smart Adapt folder. The extension, it's always communicate with this folder only, so everything inside this folder, it will be communicate with the extension. This folder, you will have like three main subfolders. As you can see, we have like the masters auto, the masters, and the adaptation. Inside the masters auto and masters, we will put our composition, and inside the adaptation, we will get the adaptation that the extension will generate later on. First, I want to show you like one simple test in one composition just to get understand how the extension work. So from here you can just first we should have a list, the list of our digital screen. We can create our own list, and the good things we can export the list and import it later on. So we don't need to repeat this step every time we want to use the extension. We need to do it once. We can just put all the digital screen or all the screens, all the adaptations that we want, and later on we can save it, export it, and we can import it later on. So to create your list, you can just click add a group. The extension will work like this. We have like a group, then subgroup, then the screen for everyone. So let's say the group is for the country. Let's say like this group is for USA. Okay, then inside this group I can create a subgroup. Let's say the subgroup it's for the city. Let's say it's for New York or the state. Okay, and inside the subgroup I can start create my screen, and as you can see like this button, it will always here with any group and subgroup, so it will be very easy to add inside this group or inside the subgroup. Okay, so let's say here I want to add a screen which is let's say it's 1920 by 1080. This is the name of the screen. You can just name it anything. Let's say like this is cinema 1 1920 by 1080. Here I can import the dimension of the screen that I have. Okay, and here I have the alignment, which is center. I will explain this in details later on, and here this is by default it become auto. I will explain this later, but just I want to show you like how the extension work. So okay, I have like right now a main group, subgroup, and a screen. I can add like another screen. This is like another screen, also it's auto. And like this I can create a list of thousands of screens. Let's say I want to add another group. Okay, I want to add a subgroup also. Let's say this is not for New York, for Arizona example. Okay, here I can start add the screen for this one. Let's say this one also, it's cinema 1. So even this is center, and so like right now I have one main group and two subgroup. I can create like another main group if I want here, and another subgroup, and so on, like this. If I don't need anything, I can just delete anything I want. Here we have like prefix and suffix also. This is the name of the project that we have. We can add maybe the name of the project before every screen, so we don't need to do this every time we import our list. And also suffix if you want to add any text, anything like after the name of each screen when we generate our adaptation. Anyway, let's say like this is the name if it's movie 1, something like this, dash. Okay, I want to put just prefix to show you how this the extension will work. So yeah, right now we have like 3 screens. Okay, so this screens usually it say auto here. What this mean? So like when I click apply, the extension will go automatically to the master's auto folder, and it will check what is the most close aspect ratio screens for this size, okay, or for this dimension. In this case, I want to just drop like the HD because I know like this is 1920 by 1080. I want to drop this inside the master auto. I know like all this screen, it's very close, all this size is very close to the HD. So usually the extension will automatically go check, and it will know. Anyway, because I have only HD, it will automatically duplicate this one. Anyway, let's drop another one. Let's say I want to put this one. This is, as you can see, this is like a hero screen. This is a dimension around like 5180 by 810. So it's like a different dimension from this one. I want to drop this also inside the master. But right now, since this is auto, the extension will go automatically and check like what is the correct aspect ratio for this one, or the very close ratio. It will automatically duplicate it and put it inside the adaptation. Let me show you the example. I want to hit apply right now. I think I will get one. Yeah, I get this notification because it told me like inside the masters here there is no composition, which is fine. I don't need right now to put anything inside the master. And I will explain later why we have also the masters folder. So right now I want to click yes, and that's it. As you can see, if we go to the adaptation right now, we'll see like the folder of USA, the main folder. Inside this one I will see like the Arizona folder, which is let's do this one, and the New York one. Okay, and this is for New York. Inside each one I see like the screen that we just create, the adaptation that we just create. So if I open this one for Arizona, you can see like this is the size. If I click Command K, it's the correct size. Okay, and as you can see, it's ready. I don't need to do anything in this one. Also this one, if I open this one, you can see like the size is correct, the name of the movie, the name of the screen, and everything, it's correct, and it's inside the correct folder. Also same for this one. Okay, it's correct. And as you notice, like the extension, it duplicate only the HD. Why? Because it know like this is the correct size to be used to create like this adaptation. The main idea of the extension, it will go to the masters auto folder, check the most closed screen size that I already created before, and it will be duplicated and put it, change the name, do everything, and put it on the correct folder. But that didn't mean like maybe sometime, even if you do this, you need to keep like let's say to fine tuning your final, but it may take like 10 seconds, 15 seconds for each screen just to double check like if everything goes right. Maybe like in this case, I want to push this little bit up, and that's it. I can see like my animation is ready. Anyway, there are also like some tips and tricks like how to prepare your main composition, to how to keep it simple, keep it easy without keyframe. Because when you have like hundreds of digital screen, you need to keep your file very organized to be able to edit it and duplicate it and do the 100 of adaptation later. I may like post another video where I can explain how to prepare your file. So in this case, as you can see, we create like 3 digital screen very easily in one click only. We prepare our list. Let's say like we prepare 100 of screen right now. We can just simply click export and save the list. Let's say like okay, digital screen list -1. So now if I save, be sure to get this if you don't see like this pop-up, that means your list is not saved. Why it may happen, like if you use sometime a special characters or so, and it's not possible to save in the JSON file because it can broke the JSON file, so you will not see this. If you don't see this, that means you have something wrong in your name. Just double check the name that you put. As long as you use normal characters, nothing like fancy, everything should go well. I will hit OK, and that's it. Next time I need the same. Let's say I want to delete everything right now. I can also click import and import my list again, and boom, I can use my list. I can create 100 of screen in one list, and I can use it anytime I want. Okay, now I want to explain what the difference between this button, the width, and the height button, also the anchor point and the auto. And to give you an example about this, I want to keep one screen only, just to make things simple so you can understand how this works. Actually, like fixing the width and the height, it's very similar to the Adobe script. If you know like how to use the scale composition script that come with After Effects, okay, which is this one. It's almost exactly same, but in our extension it will do like some extra definitely. So here like you can just fix the width or change the size based on the width or on the height. So like let's say if I wanna, my composition it's right now at 1920 by 1080. So if I wanna change it to 1100, so exactly if I keep the width fixed, so the width will be fixed and the extra space will be reduced or add to the height. So if the height it's have more pixels, it will be add the extra space to the height. It's less pixel, it will reduce the size from the height. So let's give you an example. If I click right now apply, okay, so if I go here, as you can see right now, I get exactly the size that I want, but the height, like the extension, it also changed the height to the height that I give it to here. So to give you a better example to get understand this better, I want to just make like some weird dimension so you can understand. So right now, if the height it's 750 only. Anyway, let's remove this one and I click apply. If I go and check what I get, so it's still same. As you can see, it's fixed, but the extra space it cut it from up and down. So let's say I wanna fix the height. So let's delete this and try again, hit apply, go here, open. Okay, as you can see right now the height is fixed, but it add the extra pixels to the left and to the right. And this can explain also the anchor point. What the anchor point, definitely this is wrong, but I'm just want to show you like example just to get understand, because usually this masters is not suitable for this size. So but here also I want to explain. Let's say I keep here I fix the height, so the extra space, as you can see, it's coming to the left and to the right. So here I can tell the extension example, like in this particular size, keep the anchor point to the right. So it will keep everything locked to the right and push all the extra space to the left. So let's do an example and see if I want to delete this one and apply. Let's go and check. As you can see right now, yeah, it kept the anchor point to the right. Okay, and all the extra space was pushed to the left. And I can do it in reverse if I want to keep everything to the left and the extra space to the right. But if I change it to the width, if I want to fix the width, so definitely the extra space will be on the top and in the bottom. So let's do an example. I want to say I want to keep everything or I want to keep the top, the anchor point on the top, and I want to change want to keep the width fixed. So let's see what we can get in this case. Apply. Okay, open. As you can see right now, everything it's fixed to the top here. Everything it's correct, and it cut all the extra space from the button. So like this, you can play with the anchor point and the width and the height. So it's depend like, like your list, your screen, what's the best for that. I want to give you like a better example for here. Let's say I have a hero screen. I want to use the hero screen right now. Okay, and let's say, because you see the hero screen, let's say I need my trailer, it's always like locked to the right. Let's give like let's say I have 5600 by 800 pixel. Okay, like this. Anyway, our master, it's 5180 by 810. Okay, no problem. Even let's want to say it's 6000. It's didn't matter, by 820. Okay, so like this is the side that we have, and I want to keep in this case the height fixed, and I want to keep everything, the anchor point to the right. Okay, if I hit right now apply, I want to get another folder, no problem. I'll check this one, and as you can see, it's still fixed to the right, and all the extra space was added to the left. And because I designed my file with extra space, so you can see like I get my final output almost ready, because in my original composition I keep like an extra space to my design. So even if I have like to add extra space, I don't need to do anything here. That's what I say, your main composition should be like doing very well, and you should like consider any changes or any like the size that you have, so you can keep extra space left, right, up, down. Like it depends like to the list you have. So yeah, like this, we explained this three. Finally, I want to explain the auto, why we have auto here, what this mean. So usually till now, any adaptation we do, like the extension will go and check the auto folder. But let's say I have some special cases where I want to take this also again here, sorry. Okay, let's say I have like some special cases where my screen, it's an arch or an entrance screen, or any kind of like special screen, because technically the ratio of this screen, if I want to check, is 4000 by 2800. It's very similar, let's say, to square screen, let's say. So if I have a square screen here in my master, okay, and let's say I want to create like this screen, which is let's say it's 400 1000 by 3200. Okay, so let's say I have like this screen. Okay, the name is wrong. Okay, let's say this one. If I have a screen and I keep this auto, and if I click apply, okay, yes, if I go here, I'll get this one. This is totally cannot work on an arch if I want my screen to look like this. So in this case, I can use the masters. So let's say if I have my masters here inside masters folder, not masters auto, inside masters folder, I can simply, because I know like this is an arch, let's say this is an arch screen, and I know like this is an arch, I can tell the extension, please go and read the information from the arch composition. That's it. It's so simple. So right now, if I click apply, okay, let me delete this one so I can show you what will happen. Okay, right now, if I click apply and I go to the folder, boom, I can see like the extension, it got the arch as a master, not anything from the master auto. This is very useful like when you know like this screen, it's very suitable to be taken from this master. Sometimes like in your adaptation you have 5 maybe 10 15 arches, so you need maybe to create like 2-3 arches, which is enough. Okay, so and you know like this arch is very similar to that one. Okay, so you can just type the name of the to the masters. And even if you have a big list and you know like you want to be very like specific, I want the extension to take this masters for this screen, you can do everything manually if you like. But usually the auto, it's very helpful if you don't have like any special case. But in case like example like arches, any kind of screen where you know like you should take them from this one, from this masters, so you can create like your masters like this. So yeah, right now like we explained everything here. So as I told you, like any name here, if it's not auto, it will be go and check if it's here. Let's say I put like a wrong name like arch2 and we don't have arch2, the extension definitely will give you like a notification told you like you don't have this name, so you should go and correct. Okay, apply. See, masters arch2 is not found. So the extension will tell you like you put a name here that does not exist inside the masters. You want to be sure like the name it's exactly the same name here inside the master. And you can ignore like if you have a big list, let's say 100, 200 screen, and you don't care about that one, you can just ignore. Click yes and it will continue. But in this case, we don't have anything because we have only one screen. So yeah, it's like this. Let's say that I want to just give like another example, just very quick example. Okay, show you like how this work all together. Let's say like this is screen 2, anything. Okay, so if I have here the HD, okay, here, and I click, let's fix this one. Okay, delete this one. If I click apply right now, you can see, okay, like this one was taken from the arch, while this one was taken from the auto folder because I keep it auto, so it duplicate this composition. Now let's say like we have a very big list. For me, like example, it's always like if I have 10 or to 15 masters, it's enough to adapt maybe 200, 300 screen. Like I can show you like the masters that I create, example for this project. You can see like I have the HD. Anyway, I have the HD. Let's put everything inside the, like, okay, all this inside master, and only the arch inside the masters, and this inside master auto. Like I have HD, HD2 example, like this is more wider. HD3, like I changed the whole design here in this case, like I need the title to be on the left, the trailer on the right. HD4, it's same, maybe like I push something up and down. As much as I have masters, as much as I can get my final output ready. If it's not ready, I want to show you right now, maybe you want to fine tuning everything. So let's say I have hero 1, hero 2, maybe in some case I need a hero 3, which is something between this one and this one, if it required. Let's say I have this iconic, which is like very wide screen, like iconic 2 also it's wide screen, iconic 3 it's a little less wider than the iconic 2, and iconic I have a pillar, which is like in this case like it's 3 screens altogether, but usually like I deliver them as a one file, so I just create a pillar. Anyway, the design here is not a very beautiful design, but just for testing, and I want to just deliver the idea. Like this pillar example, like 2 screens, I create the size, so anytime I have a pillar, it will automatically take them from this folder. Like in case of pillar, I can make them like, because I know like this pillar, I can tell them like go and take it from the pillar if I want from the master. But as long as I know like it's exactly the same specs I want to put here, so I am 100% sure it will take the pillar. Let's say I have a portrait one, like which is like a normal TV 1080 by 1920, maybe portrait 2 less, okay, or square size. Okay, so I create like maybe 15 masters. Okay, I have like 2 different style of arches, like this and like that. So right now I want to import a very big list. Let's import like okay, this list. Okay, as you can see here, I think we have here maybe 100 of different sizes. Okay, and you can see like I set this to be to the right, because I know like this is like a hero screen, some of them to the center, to the auto. Like you want to create the list once and save it, and next time you have an adaptation for the same screen, you can use it. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention about, like we have also the checkbox here. Let's say like I don't want to use to generate this one, USA New York. I can just simply remove the tick from here, so the whole group will not be rendered or will not be generated or adapted. Let's say I want the New York, but I don't want to generate the cinema one, so I can just remove the tick from here. So yeah, the checkbox is very useful if like in some case you don't want to generate everything. Anyway, even you can generate them and delete them, but it's up to you. You can, like, if it's easy for you, like to remove everything, keep one things, but remember whatever things you have here, if let's say I remove that checkbox and you save it, it will be always removed like this, so unless you come again and check. Here let's say I want to put a movie name. Okay, and I have like all the masters. I have like 2 masters, about maybe 15 or 13 masters auto. Okay, once I import my list and everything is ready, I can just hit apply. We'll wait a little bit. You can see like it start generating all the adaptation, and boom, it's done. If I open right now, you can see like we are almost generate, I'm not sure, maybe 100 of digital screen. All the screen are generated right now. You can see how much. Imagine like you have all this list, it's already done. Okay, you can see like how many digital screen are generated right now. I don't want to say right now it's done, let's render and go. No, sometime definitely you want to double check everything, because like it's based on master. Sometime maybe the screen size is too much, like there is no master that like fit this screen exactly, so you may like need to do like a few extra steps. Let's say like in this case, like this one it's ready, this one it's done. Okay, I can just double check, like example in this one it's not like perfect. I can maybe select everything, maybe push it a little bit to the right. If that's fine for me, it's okay. If not, I can just maybe let's say, yeah, let's say I want to push the trailer a little bit to the left like this, enter. Okay, like it may take like 10-15 seconds and that's it. You can jump to the other one. Even like as I told you, as much as your file is it's prepared very well, let's say like this is too much big, I can just select size, maybe make it 38, done. Okay, like I changed the size. Maybe this is too much big. If this is the case, and as you can see, like I already assigned the anchor point to be on the left and on the right, so I know if I need to resize this one, the anchor point is in the correct position, so I can just resize it like little bit like this, let's say, and it's done. It resized the size left and right. Maybe I want to just scale up the background a little bit, and the screen is ready, and so on, like this. Like this one, let's say this one it's perfect. Maybe I want to just scale down a little bit the title. So that's why I say you need to recheck all the screen if it's perfect and go. Like this one, yeah, it's something between square and HD, and it's not perfect. I may like need to spend a little bit time on this one, but even it will not take too much time. Even like I can just maybe scaling a little bit, few things. Let's say I want to push this to the up here, and that's why I told you like your master composition should be very easy to edit, so you can finish your job very quickly. Let's say now like this is done, I can jump to another one. Okay, anyway, one more things I want to add here. The extension work also with 3D layers, but you should have a camera. Definitely you should have a camera. You want to be sure like if you scale, like you should create your camera first and like create all the 3D layer with the camera. If you don't have a camera inside your composition, you may get definitely a wrong adaptation. Like I want to continue, like this one is done. Like this is an arch. It will, as you can see, it will take it from the arch. I think it's here inside. You can see it's UK. Okay, UK. Okay, if I go see, this is the arch 2. Yeah, so this is automatically it's taken from the arch, the correct size. So even I can check the arch, it's perfect. I don't need to do anything, and I can go ahead. Like this one also is ready. I may need to scale this a little bit, and even if your file is using some kind of smart resize where the background it's automatically expand to the correct size, this can help you also a lot. Like if you have a smart resize composition and use smart adapt, you will save also more and more time. Let's say if you have some kind of border, you can just set some expression to keep the border like scaled automatically with any composition size, and it will work perfectly. So this is also can save you time. Like this is ready, and so on. Like this, I can just double check all my composition and be sure like everything it's correct. And this is not done yet. The extension can do one more things for you. which is very helpful also. Let's say right now I finish all my adaptation. See, like I have hundreds of adaptation, everything is organized, named inside the correct folder, and I need the same things in the final render. How I can do this? It's very easy. I can just select the adaptations folder, okay, and hit add to render queue. The extension will ask me where you want to save. Actually, I did a quick example, but let's say I wanna save it inside render dash 2, just to show you. I wanna hit open. You can see the extension will automatically right now add all the composition to the render queue, and it will assign every single composition to the correct folder. What happened right now, the extension is already create all the folder in my system, in this case inside on my desktop inside render 2, and it create all the folder, and it assign every composition to the correct folder. Like this one should be saved here. Let's take another composition. Let's say this one should be saved inside this folder. Okay, take another one. Let's say this one should be saved inside TDM folder, example, and so on, like this. All the composition, it's assigned to the correct folder. One more thing, let's say you don't like to render on After Effects, which is totally right. Sometimes you want to render in Adobe Media Encoder. You can just click Q in Adobe Media Encoder. It will open the Adobe Media Encoder and set everything here, as you can see. And right now, and even here, from here, like every single screen is assigned to the correct folder. What you want to do right now is just hit render and relax. This extension, it's exactly can help you to reduce the time of adaptation from days to definitely like a few hours. If you have like everything organized very well in your main composition, the extension will help you like resizing everything in the correct way, renaming, assorting everything inside the correct folder, rendering. It saves a lot of time. Like imagine instead of creating 300 screen manually, you can just create a few hundred, like maybe 15 screen, and that's it, and double check the final screen and render exactly in a few steps. So that's it. Please, if you have any question, don't hesitate to contact me, and I am always ready for help. Thank you.